Hare Krishna. This is Sindhu here. Welcome back to the Radha Madhav channel. Today's topic of discussion is everything you need to know about going vegetarian or being a vegetarian, right? Why go veggie? Shortly, if we can say. There are several theories, even in Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, everywhere there are theories about the food and the modes of food, how it affects us, and all that, right? So today I'll be summarizing you. Even in the 8th chapter 6th sloka, Krishna has given whatever state of being one remembers when he quits his body, that state he will attain without fail, right? That's what he is given, and that's a very important thing. So we will just see, before going deep into the topic, I'll start with the small pranam mantra. As you can see in the image, when you feel the suffering of every living thing in your own heart, that's what the consciousness, right? So that's the impact of being a vegetarian. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyabhati Pashatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. So first, we will just see what are the myths, right, or misconceptions, right? People always think non-vegetarian is supposed to be very good, right? The nutrition specialist from the Western world, Alfred Herper, has told that it's absolutely a wrong conception that we need to eat only animal proteins like fish, meat, egg for our good health. We can get the non-vegetarian and other proteins, iron, B complex, that are necessary for our body from milk, curds, leafy vegetables, right, wheat products, etc. Right? In other words, we can get the non-vegetarian type of constituencies in the non-vegetarian food, but other things that are necessary for our body, like protein, iron, B complex, vitamin A, etc., which are mostly not present in those non-vegetarian foods. Besides that, the WHO report says that the human being contracts around 159 types of diseases by the consumption of non-vegetarian food. The meat and the meat products contain very high levels of cholesterol, right? They deposit inside the arteries and block the way. This obstructs the free flow of blood to the heart, and hence heart problem is very, very, very more among the non-vegetarians, right? So the non-vegetarian food, what they say is basically weakens the bones, and gradually they become to deteriorate, right? So the vegetarian people have strong bones when compared to the non-vegetarians. Vegetarians have 24% reduced risk of getting heart disease. Vegetarians have lower blood pressure and cholesterol levels. High levels are associated with heart disease, strokes, and kidney failures, right? So meat eaters are 2.5 times more likely to get bowel cancer than the vegetarian people. And also eggs. When it comes to eggs are also full of poisonous and harmful elements, right? Egg is a cause of several serious diseases. The high cholesterol content increases the risk of heart disease. Why? Because the hens that eat the sputum, nose secretions, bombs, germs, and other such filthy things. The eggs are produced from these things. Can eggs increase the mental and intellectual quality of a person? No, right? Milk and milk products have sufficient amount of protein, calcium, and vitamins. The toned milk also contains 38% of high protein content. There is no nutritional element which is present in meat and eggs which is not available in milk, right? This is beneficial for the heart patients as well because it reduces the level of cholesterol in the blood. It's an antidote to several poisons. And lastly, sprouted grains and cereals are very rich in vitamin B. The amount of vitamin C increases 10 times. According to the specialist, half liter of milk provides the required quantity of this vitamin. The best sources of B12 are curds, idli, dosas, doklas, and jalebi, etc. Right? In the Abkhazia state of Russia, the average lifespan of the people there is 100 years. Why? Because they are totally purely vegetarians. The Hunjas community of Kashmir are also vegetarians. Therefore, they are disease free and they also live long. Right? In contrast, when you see the Eskimos who eat only meat, they are prone to several kinds of disease and they become inactive and dull and they go down very, very, very early age of 35. Right? So, we have to be away, right, to satisfy our senses, and by keeping awake at late in the night, the eating impure food, developing bad habits, watching films for a long time, serials, and sleeping very very late, and which all gives a very very bad trait on the physical as well as mental health of a person. Correct? So we have to come out of it. We have to be away from the sense gratification, and we have to be adopt more to the traditional and vegetarian cuisines in our diet. Right? What if, you may ask the question, right, I am getting a lot of pressure from my family, from my house, from my relatives, I don't like the taste much, but because of them I'm forced to eat. See, no one can force you to eat what you don't like to eat, right? We can always choose to eat vegetarian items cooked in our house if we request them to allow us to eat what we like. Because, love means freedom, right? It doesn't involve any force, right? So, obviously, they should respect our choices, right? So, many times we may have to attend some parties, some marriage ceremonies, etc., right? Social obligations we have to do, right? On such occasions, what you can do? You can opt for some fruits, some milk, some sweets, water, or some vegetarian light food, right? So, these are the things which you can adopt. Right? So, we'll see what are the effects of non-veg food. Right? Non-veg food, what are the effects? It creates very, very bad effects to the environment as well as not only to our own body, also to the environment. Right? In the developed countries, 6 tons of food is given to the cattle in order to produce 1 ton of meat. So simply a wastage of protein and calories. Fishing with drift and other modern things, nets, weakens and destroys the ecosystems by indiscriminately killing billions of sea creatures and disrupting the sea bee. Animals travel between farms and slaughter in overcrowded transporters with no food or water, resulting in stress, injuries and deaths. Right? 25 gallons of water to produce 1 IB of wheat and 2500 gallons to produce 1 IB of meat. The water used to produce 10 IBs of steak is equivalent to average consumption of water for an entire household for entire year. Right? So we can prevent the damage to the water. We can prevent the damages to the land and a forest by becoming a vegetarian. Right? So we'll see some of the spiritual statements before we end the topic today. What are the effect of non-vegetarian, right? In the next life, what happens? In this life, the envious person commits violent acts against many living entities. Therefore, after his death, what happens? He is taken to hell by the Yamaraja. Right? Those living entities were hurt by him appear as animals. The learned scholars call this hell Raura. Right? All these you can see in the Bhagavatam in detail. Right? So, the human being endowed with knowledge certainly commits sin if he kills or torments the other living creatures who have no discrimination. Supreme Law punishes such a man by putting them into the hell known as Andakyupa, where he is attacked by all the birds, bees, reptiles, mosquitoes, lice, worms, and so many other creatures he tormented throughout his lifetime. Right? So, they attack him from all the sides, robbing him of the pleasure of sleep, unable to rest, constantly wanders about in the darkness. Right? Thus, in the Andakyupa, suffering is just like a creature in the lower species. Right? At that time, who can help us? None of our relatives. We alone have to suffer because we have given pain to other living entities in the past. Right? So, according to karma, we may degrade to lower species of life such as cats and dogs. Right? So, in this life, what happens? Okay, if you don't believe the next life, in this life, we have to suffer from diseases like cancer, heart disease, blood pressure, damaged kidneys, livers, etc. So you should think whether we want to suffer endlessly like this by consuming the non-vegetarian foods or live happily eternally by taking the vegetarian food, pure food offered to the Lord. Right? When we take the food which is first offered to the Lord, then we can live happily, not only in this life, but in next life after death also, and eternally be always happy in the Krishna's abode. Right? Hare Krishna. This is the topic for today. Hope you enjoyed as much as I did. And definitely I know after this, no one will even think of being a non-vegetarian, or you'll know the effects of consuming the non-vegetarian food. Right? Thank you. I'll catch you all with another beautiful topic. Until then, Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarupchasya kripa sindhu bhayavacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Srila Prabhupada.